Well, welcome back to our tutorial of Armor, a new fault tree program. As a reminder, this program is under development and I would be very interested in your feedback. This session, we're going to enter the same data we looked at before, which was a fault tree made some time ago by Dr. James Esre. And we're going to enter the data a little bit differently. So let's go ahead and we're going to run our program again and bring up the same fault tree that we looked at before. What I want to do is just preserve the upper portion of this, and I'm going to create top 1, top 2, and top 3 as 3 separate input files. So right now let's think of top 1, top 2, and top 3 as different sub-assemblies. I am going to create a brand new file by going into the File drop-down menu and create new fault tree data. I'll click that, and it just comes up like last time as a simple node, and this time it's called top 1. I will click that and create its child nodes, which happen to be M and G1, and also under G1 will be S and L. So that's what top 1 looks like. Because this is a self-storing program, we don't really need to do any saving, but if we felt nervous, we could go say save fault tree and it would save all the files out there. So I'm going to enter the rest of the subtrees. We go back up to Esri, and we're going to enter top 2 and top 3, a little bit offline so you don't have to go through all that input again, and I'll end up with top 1, top 2, and top 3. Okay, I've now completed all of the input, at least the structure of the fault tree, and I have 4 files of interest that we're going to use. I have top 1, top 2, and top 3. Top 1, top 2, and top 3 belong within top. So let's go back to highlighting top again, and I am going to press the Control key and click top 1. And you'll see that these are both highlighted now, and top 1 fit in where it's supposed to go. Similarly, I can click top 2. It doesn't really matter what order I put these in, and it hooks up to top 2. And then we have top 3. So this now is the same structure as we saw before. However, we're using 4 physical files, trying to imagine that the top data file came from a company that had 3 suppliers, and they each submitted files that were supposed to be blended together. And so this is how it would work. You can see that Armor is very sensitive about the node names. If the node names match, then it will glue them in. If they don't match, then it won't be able to accomplish that. So let's go ahead and finish our gate assignments. Our top 1 gate was an AND gate, and top 2, control clicking top 3 highlights both of those gates. They were both ORs, so we can put those in there. If we go to the 4th level, G1 is an OR gate, so we'll put in an OR gate, and G2 as well as G3, which again is identified in 2 places, and G5, these are all AND gates, so we'll put in the AND gate. Then finally we need to provide basic event at the bottom. So I will click each one of them and highlight all of these bottom vents. Make sure they're all taken. Nope, here's one missing, S. And we will make these all basic events. So this is a different way to put together the exact same file that we had before, but keeping data segregated by supplier as well as by the main company as well. I'd like to show you one more feature unique to Armor that allows for a much more condensed and yet neat presentation of your fault tree, and that's variable size nodes. You can see already that the boxes surrounding these nodes differ in size, and yet they still seem to line up nicely with each of the nodes centered under its parent. What we're going to do is first click in the black area so I can get rid of this highlighting, and then we're going to change the name of the top and make it something really big, something bigger than you normally do, but we'll do it anyway. So as I click the top, I am going to go to the node name, and I am going to erase top and put in landing underscore gear underscore failure. Now that, as you notice, just stretched out the top node. And the reason I put in underscores rather than spaces is Armor really doesn't want you to use spaces in names that are used to describe nodes. So that's why that's there. But it makes a nice title. And we could make a much bigger title by adding a description, but we won't do it now. But what we will do is rename G6, G7, and G8 to be something a little more descriptive as well. So I'm going to imagine that this is going to be a fault tree that will deal with takeoff and cruise, and finally we'll get to the last one, which will be landing. So now you can see that each of these boxes are expanding, and that could be done anywhere within the fault tree. I do want you to notice that this is a feature that makes presentations of fault trees a lot more compact without making them look crowded. See you next time.